we're playing the Twins in the second round, and they have a lob that goes long. We call it out. The crowd starts chirping us. As a player, like, you don't really want to get into it with the crowd, but they were starting to piss me off a little bit. So I don't know why. I was just pissed. And one of the Twins throws up a crappy lob. I hit an overhead, hit the guy. But I jump up before I even hit the ground. It's hit him, and I'm yelling, "Eat it!" as I hit him. Somehow the referee doesn't hear it. You just hear everybody like, "Oh," and the guy stares me down.
To be fair, you also did say, "Eat it, you." At the overhead.
Yeah, I said, "Eat it."
I'm pretty sure, and I thought instantly the ref was calling something.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dollar has gonna
All right, guys, welcome back to the PicklePod. We've got my partner from last week at the Masters, Blaine Hovenier, coming in, hopefully replacing Nico permanently. We'll see. This is kind of like a trial run here, but we're going to go through everything that happened at the Masters, all the new paddles, MLP updates, get to know Blaine a little bit, do a little bit of story time, hear about an opportunity that Nico just absolutely squandered, go over some of his hot takes and all that stuff. So, very fun episode. We're both recording from Minneapolis. We just got here today, and we're playing the tournament tomorrow. So, Nico, take us away.
All right. Well, first off, I gotta know what is the temperature like right now in Minnesota?
You don't want to know. It's horrible. It's like
Horrible.
4 degrees on my phone. Feels like minus 15.
Oh my gosh! And then Palm Desert Rancho Mirage was like what, like 70 or
More or less, I would say.
Are we really doing weather small talk right now? What is going on? Get to the show. Let's go.
Dude, this is all that I've been seeing from all the pros, from everybody that's in Minnesota talking about the weather. So I need to know if it was actually that cold. But
yeah, it's cold.
It's cold.
All right,
it's horrible.
Okay. All right.
Zane's from Wisconsin, so he's not as soft as I am. I'm from California, now in Texas. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah, also from California too. So Wisconsin, you guys can eat it. Like,
Yeah.
this is nothing. Out of
You
the
understand my
ordinary,
pain, then, Nico.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So guys, so we're gonna jump right into story time here because the first thing I saw in the morning was an announcement from the Palm Beach Royals saying that they had just hired their GM, right? And so congratulations to. I'm already forgetting his name. Zane, do you remember who it was? David Grossman?
David Grossman.
Yes.
Tice would have known that. Tice would have known that, bro.
Tice would have known that. He would have. But Tice would not have done what I did. All right. And so for those of you who are new, I left corporate tech to pursue pickleball kind of full time. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of wandering aimlessly still. But when you leave tech or big corporations, you also leave your email in the dust, right? Like I used to check my email every single day religiously, inbox to zero kind of guy, and then I left and like I had maybe like 7,000 emails sitting in my inbox, right, for my personal emails, and obviously a majority of them spam. But just this past week I decided I was actually going to go through my entire emails, unsubscribe from like a million different things, and clear it out, inbox to zero, now that people actually want to talk to me and not just get spam. And I come across an email from November 4th from one of the managing partners of Hyperspace Ventures, who is part of the ownership group of Palm Beach Royals, and said, "Hey Nico, we saw your resume and we'd love to talk to you about the role of GM. What is your availability Thursday or Friday this week?" So I get this email, not November 4th, December 4th, or January 4th, but like maybe January 12th. And I was like, oh, this looks like it probably would have been a really cool opportunity for me, for sure. And of course, I immediately respond back. I'm like, hey guys, 3 months late, but is this role still available? And they're like, hey, sorry, bud. We filled this a long time ago. Thanks for trying, and we'll probably never get in contact with you ever again. So what could have been?
So my question is, Blaine, what would you do if you're drafted to the Royals next year and Nico is your GM?
I don't know. What would you do? I kind of want to know.
I mean, I think I'd have to quit pickleball permanently at that point, but that'd be wild because, like, they're kind of just handing this job out to anybody, huh?
I guess so. I mean, some of the GMs kind of seem like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, wait, who is your GM? You got Stone.
No, we got Stone. Stone's the best.
Okay,
Stone
knows ball.
He knows ball. He's legit, and then he's also he's a character. So like, he makes it fun.
absolute elite hang.
For
A top
sure.
5 hang of pickleball for sure.
Oh, hands down.
We'll have to power rank that at some point, the top 5 hangs of pickleball.
I kind of like that. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into we're talking about MLP. MLP had a bunch of big updates. I'm curious your take on this, both of you guys. But the couple of updates that we have are we've had 6 players on a team. Now you can actually use them. So you can sub players in and out, finally, the way like pretty much everybody had wanted. Thoughts on that part?
I mean, I love it personally. Like, that's kind of, it just didn't feel like it made sense having the extra 2 bench players. It's like, kind of, why are you there? It's like, I would feel bad for them. It's kind of like if you were traveling in college tennis and you were number 7 in the lineup, you kind of felt useless as it is. And then it's like kind of the same thing here. It's like, oh crap. Like you could just kind of tell like all the 5th and 6th players were kind of like doing practice games together and whatnot. And they all kind of just felt like, I don't want to say bands of misfits, but a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Because the team's got their practice and stuff, and it's just like,
Yeah.
hey, how y'all doing?
Do y'all
I
need a
went to, I
sub?
went to MLP. I went to MLP Dallas, and I swear, I swear, Mari Humberg was eating a Chipotle bowl on the sideline during her match, and Roscoe Bellamy had flip flops on his entire match. Did not have his shoes on. Was not ready to play. Just chilling in flip flops, eating Chipotle. These people know that they're not playing. And so like you said, it was kind of the most pointless thing ever. And now Roscoe is like stock way up. Regardless of doubles, whether or not they put him on a team for doubles, like singles, you need that guy. He's definitely going to play a Dream Breaker, right?
Oh, totally. Or like, I guess our third guy was actually John Lucian Goins, who I've still, for example, never even spoken to. I didn't even realize he was our third player.
I had
So,
no
like,
idea you had a third guy. You
I
traveled.
thought Stone was our third guy.
I mean, he's good for half a game to 11. That's for sure.
I mean, exactly. Or he can play some good mixed. But
Can he play 4 points of singles?
I would like to see that. But that would have been a great example. It's like, okay, take me or Fu out and put John Lucian Goins in at 1. Like, I started to get annoyed. I had to keep playing 1 sometimes. It's like, I'm like, I got a couple lucky breaks, but I'm like, it's tough.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen you play singles is in Dream Breaker points on Instagram.
Yeah, pretty much. I only post the highlights. You're not going to see the lowlights.
Yeah, dude, I have been seeing some highlights of our match against Ben and Gabe when we lost 5-6. So
yeah, you're
that's good
only
stuff.
the good points are coming.
100%. So yeah, I do think it's interesting. Obviously, the subs, because you'll have some players might be better at gender versus mixed, and guarantee, like if you're a GM, you are stashing single specialists on the bench. Like there's no reason not to. Like Roscoe comes in for Augie or something. Now, it is a tough spot to come in off the bench. Like, that's a real pressure situation. But, the game is diverging so much where you have better singles players and better doubles players. Oh, I don't know. But does that get away from, the essence of the Dream Breaker of, hey, we get to see everybody play singles?
Yeah, I kind of think it does a little because, I mean, in my opinion, part of the Dream Breaker is not even single skill matters, but it's also kind of just mental warfare. It's kind of like, because no one's really practiced good singles per se, like during the doubles, and you just jump in the Dream Breaker, it's like a serve, a drive per se. It's like who is going to get tighter and not kind of screw up in the big moments. So like sometimes but that also, if all you do is play singles and do it really well, you're probably going to be clutch under pressure, hopefully. You just never
I
know.
think one thing we'll miss is I think, in the finals of MLP, you had Andre and CJ, who have never entered a singles tournament, to my knowledge, in the last
CJ's
3
a good
years.
singles player. CJ's a real. He hasn't played for a little while, but he's a very good singles.
No, good singles player.
He's good, yeah.
But maybe that doesn't happen if you have a single specialist and that you sub them out. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I think I like it when you get to see people that are competent that don't normally play singles. But I think I would, for example, if I am the Brooklyn pickleball team, my team is very good, but I think we're never going to really win Dream Breakers with Riley and Deckel. It's a bummer for them. They have to win in regulation, and now maybe they have a chance.
Yeah. You know what I might have liked is you can sub people around, but you have to have played in a doubles match in order to play the singles.
Ooh.
I think I would have liked that, right? So if you've got one guy who plays men's, one guy who plays mixed, you can choose from any of your 3 guys, right? They had to have played in doubles in order to be eligible for the Dream Breaker. You know what I mean? That could have been interesting, just so that you keep sort of the essence of you know, of the Dream Breaker, I guess, of everybody's got to play more or less. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, it makes sense because it's like kind of goes back to like you're at least part of it and like at least leading up to the Dream Breaker. You're not kind of just like waiting for the golden opportunity,
Sure,
which
Yeah,
is
sure.
in
like,
soccer, in soccer they sub in players like in like the 90th minute right before they get to penalty shootouts because they have to have been in the game
yeah.
to shoot. Maybe something similar. Or yeah, I'm not sure how they do that, but I will say if they have single specialists in the Dream Breaker, like I want to see like closer music like from baseball. Like if
Yes,
Chris
agree.
Hayworth is coming in for the fives, he better have some kind of sick ass music, like maybe the Imperial March, Darth Vader style, come in and then just like wreck shop. Like that's what I want to see if we're gonna have single specialists.
I think we need that 1,000%. They used to do walk-up songs at the beginning of the match. They don't even do that anymore. Yeah, closer song, absolutely epic. Oh, so the weekends are also mini tournaments again. This is kind of a confusing thing based on the press release, and I told them this does not make sense. But basically, you have 2 groups of play, 5 teams in each group. Within the group, you've got the same scoring as you had last year: 3 points for a win, 2 points for a Dream Breaker win, 1 point for a Dream Breaker loss, 0 points for a loss. You play round robin within your pool to advance, right? Whoever is number 1 in the pool plays the other number 1. Whoever is 2 plays 2, 3 plays 3, 4 plays 4, 5's fuck off, you're gone. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants you. But then the 1 plays the 1 for 25 points on the weekend. 2 plays the 2 for 18 or 15 or something like that. And basically, your points are determined by your finish, not by how you did in the group. So it doesn't matter how many points you got in group stage. It matters how you finish in the end of it. And you do end up with a weekend winner once again, which I think everybody's got to be a fan of that, right? Like the worst part of MLP last year was when you had, like the Arizona one where you had a couple good teams, nobody played anybody, and like there just weren't any good matches, and there wasn't a winner. Like I don't know. I think this feels like no brainer to me.
No, yeah, I feel like I kind of agree with you where I've actually never played tournament style MLP, but it looked way more fun per se. Like, or another example would be like the last one in Salt Lake. I feel like half of the teams just checked out. Like,
Yeah.
people didn't even put in some of their full roster versus then you saw some teams trying to make playoffs going all out.
Right.
Or if there's a little bit more on the line, maybe you don't see like the other teams like, hey, we're going to rest and basically whatever, like load management per se.
Load management. That's crazy. Load
Yeah.
management.
Where
Pickleball.
there's Kawhi Leonard's in pickleball now.
Kawhi Leonard, Alshon. Wait, no,
he got more benched
he
than
got
load
benched, right?
management.
He got benched.
Yeah.
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 No, I like it. I think
last
that's
thing-
like it's the best of both worlds. Best of PPA, best of MLP. All the games matter. And in the end, you at least have, the good teams fighting against another good team for something that matters a lot versus seeing them steamroll 4 different teams that, it's like sometimes maybe you get to see the fives play the Hustlers and then Miami or whoever, the lower teams in the sea, definitely not SoCal Hard Eights. They're coming
No,
up. They're on the come up.
totally. We're on the come up. We're on the
But,
youth movement.
But I always just want to see events that at least have, the Shock, the Fives, the Columbus, those top teams fighting each other at least at some point. So
Right. There'll be at least some decent ones and ones and twos will be solid matches, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, and the rest of them they just put on Showcase Court 1. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other couple of rules, they got rid of like the player steal rule, so you can't steal somebody from the bench anymore. And then the biggest thing, well, not the biggest thing, but they expanded the playoffs from 10 teams to 12 teams. So basically everybody gets in except for the Carolina Hogs.
The Hard Eights. And the Hard Eights.
That's on you. That's on you.
That's on me. That is true.
And it's over 3 weekends, 3 rounds now. Didn't think that was too big of a deal. But the interesting thing is, those were probably the biggest complaints about MLP last year. They were complaints before the season, so I'm surprised that they didn't listen ahead of time, but I guess at least they listen now. Like, that seems like pretty direct feedback. I actually put out a video about the new MLP rules, and I asked people to vote on whether or not they liked the rule change. Guess what the poll result is?
I'm going to say 80% liked it. I'm going high.
Nico?
That like just the rule changes in general?
I said Major League Pickleball's new 2026 formats explained. Do you like the changes? Yes or no?
It's got to be like 85%. Yes.
It was 96% yes.
Wow.
Wow.
How do you can't get 96% of people to agree on anything. And
Especially in pickleball.
also that's like, somebody's clicking on that. 4% is probably like some misclicks potentially, right? Like, I don't know.
It's just those are like professional haters, right? The people that you can never satisfy. And like I posted like I did like a retweet of Tice's post. I was like, hey, look, here's all the change. Everything is perfect. Like all of these things make sense, which is like the first time I've ever seen that with anything with pickleball. Like every single thing was great. And then you get a couple people that are like, oh, you just got bought by Big Pickle. You're on the pod now. You got bought. I was like, I have a brain. I have common sense. Like you were complaining about this literally all last year. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I what do you want? So I think there's 4% are those people. So
just can't. Yeah,
just
can't
gotta
please
block
them. Nico, I'm on the same health kick as you are in early 2026. I'm trying to eat basically like only real food, so not like bread and cheese or whatever. Not getting into it, but I find myself wanting snacks all the time because I'm hungrier now, and Maui Nui is absolutely crushing it for me. The venison sticks are like an incredible, incredible snack, and they honestly taste way better than any sort of beef sticks and all that stuff. So I'm stoked. It's been helping me get my 2026 goals.
Awesome. Me too. And everybody that I share them with, unfortunately, I share them with people, and
Yeah,
I get the same comments. Like,
you shouldn't share yours. You should just tell them about Maui Nui. That's what we're doing here. I'm not trying to share mine. I
okay,
actually
I made that mistake, and I have no more left. All right, so please send me some more. But I had a couple of those stick starter packs, gave them to some people, and I get the same comment all the time. It's like, I'm not really like a beef stick person, but these are different. They're good. And
these taste
venison,
way different. These taste
way
way
different.
different.
Yeah. So if you're out of them, or if you haven't tried them, or if you want to eat healthy like Zane or myself, you can get the stick starter 6-pack. They're $39 each. If you put 5 into your cart, you get you get one free. All you have to do is go to mauinuivenison.com/thedink. That's MAUINUI venison.com/thedink.
All right. So Masters, we have a bunch of new people moving paddles, including you, Blaine. You went from
Yeah,
first
both
6
of you.
to 6-0. Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah, I met with 6-0 kind of around World's time once I got a free agent from Verse 6. And yeah, I just really like the paddle, really like the owner Dale a lot. And yeah, it just kind of made sense because they want to do a lot more in Asia. I want to go play a lot more in Asia. I'm a little biased, but yeah, so it just all made sense.
Fair enough. Congrats. And you're playing with the Coral, or which one was that?
Opal. So the Coral's
Opal.
not approved yet. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but yeah.
Wow.
Gotcha.
That's also like do you I saw that you were in Asia for like the last like month or so of the year, right? Do you speak Mandarin or anything? Like, do you have
Uh,
any Asian like
yeah.
no
So loosely, I mean,
how
I'm not
Asian are
like
you?
I'm half.
Okay.
How
I
Asian?
do enough to get by. I couldn't have like I couldn't do this in Chinese, but
Okay.
I had enough to get by, like order at restaurants, like directions per se, like very small talk.
All
But
right. Then say, hello, my name is Blaine Hovenier. I'm a pro pickleball player and I want a burrito.
I don't know how to say burrito.
It's probably the same. It's probably
Probably burrito.
Yeah. That probably is burrito. Something like that.
None of the other parts. Did we just call your
Huh?
bluff?
No, what'd you say again? My name, what
Hey,
else?
My name is Blaine Hovenier. I'm a pro pickleball player. Give me a goddamn burrito this fucking second, you.
你好，我叫 Blaine Hovenier，我会皮克球迷，我想吃 burrito。
Oh, wow.
Attaboy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, nice, dude.
Wow,
Oh,
that's incredible. Yeah, so congrats on the paddle deal, and hey, maybe you can be the new face of pickleball in Asia if Wang Yun is possibly coming back. So continue to brush up on the Mandarin, and you see big things in your future.
yeah. Well, we'll definitely get to Wang Yun coming back because I feel like that was a big story from this weekend. But we'll go through a couple more of the deals. Obviously, had Anna Lee and Nike. Nico, you've been a little quiet on this subject. You got no hot takes about this? You didn't shy away from any hot takes last weekend. I haven't heard anything about the Nike deal.
Me and I don't know. I'm all for it. So I don't know if I have any specific hot takes other than she's got a ton of money, great for pickleball. I can't think of like this is kind of like the MLP rule change where I like can't think of like an angle to zig where everybody else is zagging. So and she looked great. Like my wife approved. We're watching mixed doubles finals and she's like, this outfit's awesome. So yeah, I don't know. It's a thumbs up for me. No complaints.
Nice. Well, a couple other ones. We'll just go through these quickly because I'm sure everybody's talking about paddle deals. But Gabe, obviously starting with Fakelos, first tournament, looked pretty solid. Worked
Gold.
against us. We had Deckel bringing in 11-6-24 into the pro game. So that's pretty cool. Rachel and Kyle Kazuda with Friday. Chris Hayworth with Luz. And somebody wrote out here that 5 out of the 8 golds were won by new paddles this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheating when Leigh Waters is 3 of those. But you got Leigh Waters is 3, Chris 4, Gabe 5. So the at least like the thing is the paddle I'm sure helps, but like nobody had like a Federico experience where it just completely tanked them and unexpected losses happened. So
Not
I
yet.
think paddle companies are good, but not yet.
We're holding out hope. We're looking at some
Exactly.
draws. You're like, okay, we'll see.
What paddle is going to tank people? I can't wait to see.
I know.
Ooh, yeah. Blaine, let's get the hot take.
What paddle's gonna tank?
No. Like, or you just want some upsets, basically.
I just want some upsets. I want some blood in the water.
A little chaos.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, Masters, one of the reasons I wanted to bring Blaine on here is because I just want to kind of hear like the Blaine Zane story time. Like I was watching all your guys' matches, good vibes. Some of my buddies from the Bay Area played you guys. I think in the first round, Victor and Matt. And I was like, I literally thought I was like, hey, like you guys could do well. Like they could, Victor, maybe you guys could pull an upset. And that was not the case. You guys spanked them incredibly. It was fun to watch, even if they are buddies. But just want to hear kind of like I want to hear tournament story time from the two of you guys. Like what was playing the match together like?
It was electric. Blaine, I've seen his energy in MLP, so I knew we were gonna have a good time, and it was awesome. I am glad that I'm playing with Hannah Blatt and Carlos this weekend because my butt cheeks need a little bit of a rest. Blaine gets after it, man. Tyson, he'll give you some gentle ones, right? He's up in there for sure. But Blaine is aggressive with it, right? It is a full on butt smack, full power, and sometimes deserved. It was all positive, which was nice. I prefer negative reinforcement, like, "Hey, that was bad." But it was a good time. Blaine, what was your perspective? How does my ass feel?
It could use some meat on there.
That's probably true. Together, me and Nico would create the perfect ass.
Exactly. Nice and round. But no, kind of the same as you. It was electric. A lot of fun. I thought the energy and the vibe it worked out great. And then, yeah, we were able to get a couple of good wins. Definitely kind of battled through a tough second match, which it's always good, like first time partnership to kind of get through that, like when you get kind of tested. So happy to do that. And then, yeah, just kind of had fun slapping Zane's ass.
So we rolled through your buddies, and honestly, I feel like they missed some shots that they probably don't normally. Like I feel like that probably wasn't super indicative of their level. You can kind of just tell they were on some counters that went a little bit long. They had some Ernies that just went a little bit long, that type of stuff. So I think they were solid. I think the next round, those guys were like sneaky. The Arizona boys. Apparently they win all the money balls in Arizona.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I heard too. And it didn't help when both like Augie and Caden were telling me that they gave them the lowdown on us, especially after we practiced with Augie like the day before. I was like, Augie, what the hell?
Oh, perfect.
I was like, oh, great. A great friend you are.
No, you gotta help your hometown boys, I feel like. You gotta help your hometown boys.
Fair enough.
Joel Polin and Eduardo Santini. Is that who you guys played?
I believe so. Because they have an Instagram called The Twins, but they don't have the same last name. So
they don't have the same last name.
So I was very confused by that. But I was like, if you don't have the same last name, how are you guys twins? but they did look very similar and dressed the same.
Maybe one of them got married and took their wife or husband's name.
Fair.
Just like this is an open-minded place here, Blaine. Take that shit out of here, all right?
Sorry, maybe I'm not as open-minded as you, Zane. I don't do the things with my paddle that you do.
No, I did.
You're pretty open-minded with the butt smacks, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I do that to anyone. That's genderless.
Are you doing that in mixed doubles?
Not on TV.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nico speechless.
Yeah, I can't even. Blaine, I was going to mention, I did send Zane a screenshot of 2 Masters ago. My brother and I got to play Eduardo Santini, one of the guys that you guys played, and we rolled him like 15-3. So this is
nice.
Obviously before he was good and the guy that he is now, but if that is indicative to who's better, Zane or myself, I'm going to take that as a win. So
I'm taking you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Nico, the next time I have a Zane, I'm going to drop him. Can I take you instead?
Yeah, exactly. Look, I may have fumbled the bag on becoming the GM of an MLP team, but I can still be drafted as a player. So
exactly. There we go.
I know the so-called hard nights are looking for, at least one replacement. So I'm here.
Yeah. We're looking for a whole roster.
Yeah. and my ass is ready. So
exactly. Come on. That's all you need. That's the job requirement right there. It's like, just send me a photo.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, how did the 2 of you guys become partners? And the photo, it makes sense.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
saw Zane's video with his wife that Anna Bright can't stop talking about and said, okay, that ass is mine.
Exactly. Then I slid in the DMs.
Yeah. All right. So you guys go through, you guys have an easier first round, tough second round. Then obviously you guys are playing the number 1 seed, Ben and Gabe. And, honestly, I'm watching it and it's looking good. So I think you guys are down 4-7-1. Blaine hits a drive. Zane goes for a backhand poach, misses it, I think, into the net, then misses a dink into the net the next point, then misses a shot out wide. Boom, boom, boom. It's 8-4, basically momentum completely lost. But I think if you hit that backhand poach off of Blaine's drive, it might have been upset city.
What's your point? What do you want me to say to that?
Guess we'll never know.
Just say sorry. Just say sorry to Blaine. This is your opportunity to come clean and say I apologize.
Blaine, I did mess that poach up, dude. I was just a little late. You had such a good drive. It was sitting there. I'm just too short. I'm not a big 6'3" king like you. And so that was on me. And that mentally affected me for the next few shots.
In all honesty, I don't even remember that point.
Okay, good. Nico, I think I actually hit that, I think I was late to it and hit that 20 feet long and wide.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it was shanked into oblivion. So now it was a good move, poorly executed, but a good move.
Great move. Great movement. Exactly. And the reason why I brought this up was because I keep wondering, for me, I was at that moment, I was like, man, maybe they can do something here. But when you guys, as pros, are going into a match against Ben and Gabe, right? Are you thinking we can win this? Or are you thinking the night before you get your matchup, or are you thinking I should probably change my flight to tomorrow night and check out of my hotel and change all of that? Kind of what's going through your head? Honestly, what's it like?
You want to go, Zane, or me?
All you.
I mean, you kind of, in a weird way, have to be somewhat delusional, even though the odds are not in your favor. Because if you go in there kind of expecting to lose, you're definitely not going to win. But also, if you go in expecting to win, you're still probably going to lose. I've learned. I've played probably Ben and Gabe more than most people, and I've tried to tell myself I'm going to win. It hasn't worked out. But you kind of have to at least believe if you play well and they're on a bad day, anything's possible, especially at this level. Everyone's good now. So it's if they don't show up, let's say, I don't know, one of them has the fever or something, and they're basically playing mixed doubles at that point, or per se. You never know.
True. And for me, I had already extended my hotel stay because I thought we were, I thought first time partnership, I was like, all right, Tuesday, we're probably going to lose to Nico's buddies. And so I was just playing with house money at that point. But no, I think we actually did have a really good strategy. Like, you can look at the match and be like, oh, they lost 5 and 6. How good could the strategy have been? But I always think about it as like relative odds. We just weren't going to outdink that team. Like, there's just a 0% chance that we do that. And so what you want to do if you're not going to outdink a team is try to be as aggressive as possible. And that might be a strategy that only works 40% of the time. But if speeding everything up works 40% of the time and dinking everything works 20% of the time, you should be speeding up 100% of the time, right? Because it's better than your other alternative. Also, I think that the odds in pickleball generally trend more towards 50-50 when the point is sped up. A lot of times there's somebody who's clearly a better dinker than you. And if you dink 100 times, you're way more likely to lose that point. But anything can happen when you speed that ball up, right? It's a much more difficult shot. And so I think the odds even out in more aggressive points. Just think about like the randomness of an aggressive point, right? Think about it almost like hockey, where the ball is just flying, the puck is flying around, it's ricocheting all over the place, it's bang bang, anything can happen. Somebody doesn't read it right, all that stuff, whatever. Like, it's kind of random. And when you're playing against a team that's better than you, like, you want as much randomness as possible. You want wind, you want sun, you want streakers, you want all that stuff, right? And so we did a good job of, I thought we had a good strategy, lost 5 and 6, had our opportunities, but yeah, I think that we stuck to it too. Because a lot of people play to not get embarrassed, right? You play to, all right, like, can you get a good score and, go home happy, I guess? Like, no, we were like, we'd rather lose 11-0, 11-0 and go for it than like lay up and lose 3 and 3 or something like that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I mean, when we went out in the beginning, I forgot we had a little bit of a lead. It wasn't much, but
I think we were 5-1 or something like that in game
something
one.
like that. It was
5-3.
5-3.
5-3, and then they won the next 8 points. Not
Tough. Tough. That ice on the wound or salt on the wound.
Oh, that's what I tuned in, by the way. I'm not joke. I tuned in at 5-3, and I was like, I told my wife,
so
like,
you were the bad luck then.
Dane's winning. Come here. And then,
so yeah, Nico, you were the bad luck. You should have turned it off.
That was the bad luck. Next time I will turn it off.
Let me guess. He stopped watching when we were down 1-7, started watching again when we got to 4-7, game 2.
Probably.
Watch those 3 points and then, yeah.
Turn it off again.
Exactly. No, I think that's like, I mean, that seems like the way that people have to go in against a Ben and Gabe or Anna Leigh and Anna Bright is like, you have to play high variance pickleball, and try things that are outside of the box because they do everything inside the box better than you do. You know what I mean? So if Gabe can, has better out of the air attacks and better dinks and whatever, like, you shorten the point, you have a much better chance of seeing less shots, honestly. So yeah, I thought it was a good strategy. And like I said, like, I agree. I think I would definitely much rather go out and blaze the glory. And you see this in like a ton of different, like football matches, especially in college football. Like, if you see like teams like Boise State, playing against Oklahoma, and like they have to throw the kitchen sink out and do a flea flicker and a Statue of Liberty play and a hook and ladder to compete. And sometimes it works, like 1 out of 100, but you're just going to work 0 out of 100 times dinking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sure.
All right. So,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna move on to our guy, Jack Sock.
Yeah, let me ask Blaine. So Nico had a couple hot takes last week, and I'm curious what you think. First hot take was Ben Johns never wins another singles gold again. Thoughts?
I don't know if I say never, but I can see it. I can definitely see it. I mean, I would say I would put him at a cap of maybe 2 or 3 max, but I would say realistically probably 1. Like, if I were him, I'd go out on a gold and then just be like, okay, I'm done with singles and now just do doubles. Like, I could totally see him putting his mind towards it for 1, but yeah. I mean, the singles game has just changed so much.
100%. And you got to have a little bit of volume now too. Like, if he's not playing too many tournaments. So I don't think that's the outlandish take, but he had a take on Jack Sock. And Jack Sock, when I watched this like post-match interview, when I saw the clips,
he kind of called you out for that one.
He 100% did. So Nico says anybody who reaches the top 20 in tennis singles will never win a PPA gold medal in singles, or just PPA gold medal. And Jack Sock almost made him eat that. So I'm curious, do you think Jack gets one done this year?
I think both him and Jeannie will get one done.
Really? You think Jeannie gets one done too?
I mean, Jeannie's made 2 finals. I mean, it's probably got to be a tournament where Annalie's not there, but
Right.
I think like if Jeannie was in Minnesota, I don't think she's here this week. I'd say she's a real contender. But like any tournament where Annalie's not there, she's got a real shot in my opinion. And then I think Jack will win more than one this year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the opposite on that.
Ooh, he's taking the over. I took that Jack was going to win one this year as well, but it did look like he, unfortunately, did you see him go down at the end of that singles match?
That didn't look pretty.
No, it
Like,
did
That looks like a torn hamstring.
yeah, I hope not, but that didn't
Yeah.
look. I mean, yeah, poor guy. He was like couldn't really walk after it. Didn't look fun.
No, I hope he's all right because obviously he's
Yeah.
playing like great ball. He looks like he's in great shape too. And it's crazy
Yeah.
that happens on the last point of that match, but man, I'd be bummed.
Yeah.
So
Because he's playing good ball too right now. Like, I think he was in
Also,
all 3
he's-
quarters or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he was.
yeah, that's crazy. And like, I could kind of tell because I played Worlds with him, and like, he was playing really well there too. And I was like, oh crap, like he's cooking.
Mhm.
And you could just kind of tell like he was hungry. And like when we played, I think we played Alshon Diasco, and he like really wanted to win that match. And I remember, and then like, and he believed. I think because he for sure believes he can beat anyone when he's hot, which I think is true.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
There's a world that honestly like where Jack Sock becomes the best singles player. Like it is so evident when you watch him. Like, and I think the thing that's lost is like he's so much better at tennis than everybody else. Like that plays pickleball that was from tennis. Like Christian
Not Zane,
Alshon,
but everyone else.
What was that?
Not Zane, but everyone else.
Not Zane. But like Christian Alshon, like national champion or whatever, number 1 recruited singles, whatever they say in the pedigree, right? But like if Jack and Christian played tennis, he would just get completely obliterated. Like I feel like Jack just smokes everybody, right? And so he has so much skill and so much athleticism that there's a world where if he decides I'm gonna take this seriously and I'm not too old, like he's what 33 right now, 34. I'm not sure, somewhere in his mid 30s.
Let me Google this.
Like,
Keep talking.
Like my thought is like he could become the number 1 singles player in the world. But the reason why I said that he was going to get no golds, and I think I'm going to eat my words for sure this year, is that
You will.
like there has to be like a unicorn experience where a guy is retires from tennis early enough to play pickleball and then takes it seriously enough to compete with the people that are already good, and pickleball doesn't progress enough to where pickleball differentiates itself as a sport even in singles, and there's like specialists in pickleball that tennis just doesn't translate. And so that was my take, is like you get someone like John Lucian Goings or who, like these 16-year-olds and 14-year-olds that are going to learn how to play pickleball in a way that is so different than tennis that a tennis player is not going to be able to compete with whatever that is.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's only 33 right now. I didn't realize that. I thought he was like maybe 35 or something like that. So yeah, he's still
Yeah. Still
good.
there.
He's the only one. He's the only one that has a chance. Well, maybe Jeannie too, but I just can't pick anybody else besides Annalise. So like that's the biggest problem. So
Yeah, I mean Jeannie's got like the problem with Jeannie is she'll have like 4 shots for a given year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Like,
if 4.
yeah.
So Annalie won her 40th Triple Crown. I just have a question I got 2 questions for you about Annalie here. And one is Annalie better at singles or doubles?
Singles.
Singles? Like I know she never loses, but like maybe she only loses doubles because she's not playing with 2 of her. You know what I mean? Like
That's a good point.
Yeah, 2 of her would obviously like destroy, but I think the difference between Anna Leigh and Anna Bright is in doubles is far different or far smaller than the difference between Anna Leigh and Fahey or Caitlin Christian or the rest of singles, right? Like Anna Leigh is probably like a 0.3, 0.4 duper points ahead of anybody else in doubles. And I feel like she should be like 0.7 ahead of anybody else in singles.
If not more.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching. I always watch the singles finals, and I just think, oh, here's a chance for an upset, and I get excited to watch it just because I want to see somebody new. And it's immediately evident that the other person basically has no shot. It's a bummer.
I mean, like yesterday was crazy because it was like, how many games did she play before the singles final?
Yeah,
That
She
was
played 8 games.
8. Yeah, like
just played a 2-hour mixed match.
yeah, you put either Zane or I on after playing 8 games, we're losing 1-1 to whoever it is. Either of us in singles, like neither of us will have the legs left to do anything.
No.
So I'm just
No.
like, that in itself is impressive. But I'm just like, I'm like, how does one do that?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I still keep going back and forth. My question for you guys, the last question by Annalie is like, who do you think is going to beat her? Who's the next person to beat her in singles?
Big B?
I'm gonna say Genie. I'm gonna keep going the Genie train. I think if there's anyone who, I don't want to say, like, the moment won't be too big for her. End of the day, like the rest of
Right.
them, the moment might be, because everyone else, all the pickleball players, it's a huge moment. Not saying it wouldn't be for Genie, but when you played in the finals of Wimbledon, winning a pickleball match, yes, even if Annalie has not lost in God knows how long, it's still like you played in the finals of Wimbledon, you've dealt with more pressure. Like, end of the day, that's my argument.
Yes. I like that. You played
Yeah.
in front of Kate Middleton, so you're probably pretty chill.
Yeah.
So,
I might go with like the Sion Mendez, like Isabella Dunlop, like some of these new tennis players coming in who like are, I also think that I do like how Jeannie's playing. Like I think if she dives in a little bit more, like for sure. I just, I have no idea how much she's grinding and training, but like even just showing up to PPAs and doing well and is like, good training, if you will. So I could see that. Caitlin Christian's getting close lately and playing good ball. I just don't think she has the weapons to consistently beat Anna Leigh or beat her in more than, one game, I guess. So
my hot take is that it's going to be someone outside of like the top 10 right now. And I think it's going to be Kiora Kunamoto.
wow,
I
okay.
I watched her play, and here's the thing. Leigh Waters like blasts people off the court. Like she's so fast, but she's also is like Chris Hayworth-esque where she hits the ball hard. Anytime she hits the ball, it's hard, like almost like effortlessly. And I was watching Kiora play against Brooke Buckner. And I watched her play against Kate Fahey in another tournament. And she has a similar power where it's hard every time she hits the ball. And I think that she's not going to be necessarily overpowered. She's, I think, only 17, maybe 18 years old. It's going to get better. And so, that's who I'm picking. It's a long shot, but I think she's going to be a huge force in singles here in the next coming months.
Yeah, I could see it. Played
Yeah.
real tough with Brooke Buckner too.
Oh, I picked the upset, and so I had to watch most of the match, and I didn't have to. I got to, but serious amount of net cords, like Colin John's infuriating level of net cords. For going Brooke Buckner's way. Not saying that obviously the win wasn't deserved, but yeah, just a few bounces, and she's advancing. So we'll see. Now, guys, I guess I can't stop talking about Leigh Waters, but are either of you two going to implement the lob serve in Minnesota? Will we see that from you guys?
No.
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 Doesn't work for men, right? Does it, like men in the pro game, probably not working as
No,
much as
like,
it does.
I mean, I was practicing mixed today, and they, like, the girl Ling Wei hit like a lob serve, and then like I just kind of, like, I basically just copied what I saw Jack did,
It's like,
and I made it. So I was like, and then she just didn't do it again. And then I remember talking to Martin Emmerich about it, and he did like the same thing. And like we did one lob serve in practice, he just clobbered her forehand as well. It's like, yeah, I feel like for guys, it's kind of in the strike zone. If you have, especially if you have a tennis background, I feel like that's
Mhm.
relatively an easier shot. It's more like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you. Like, give me a high forehand.
Right. Yeah. It seems like it was. I think maybe those guys were caught off guard. Like if you're expecting it, like it shouldn't be difficult. It was first round or whatever. They might have got caught off guard. I think it's possible in mixed, right? If especially if they're unwinding and the lady isn't like super comfortable taking the ball on the rise, and you know, I just a generalization from tennis, like ladies tended to not be as like comfortable at taking a ball on the rise and taking it up above the shoulder.
All right, so we are on like week 3 of the new year, and believe it or not, I've like stuck to my goals when it comes to health. And Merrick Health has been absolutely helping me out like every step of the way. So I actually just got a shipment of the vitamins and supplements that they recommended to me. I went through, as you know, blood work, went through a session with a health coach, then reviewed the labs, talked to a medical professional, one thing they recommended was an increase in vitamin D. All right, which was something I didn't have no idea that I needed. They gave me a couple things, and I was actually concerned that they were just going to be like, "Hey, guess what? You need testosterone. That's all. That's the only cure." And you see a lot of these companies that are just like, just push testosterone, but they actually like work through my entire labs and made me feel comfortable about the things that I need to do to, feel good about myself and feel more energy with my family. So started taking some of these supplements. I feel a lot better. And the nice thing is I'm going to meet with my health coach here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to review, go through my game plan. And so I don't actually feel like alone. So Zane, well, I have you there to roast me the entire time. I have Merrick Health, which is like the positive angel on my side telling me I can do it and feeding me all of the beneficial things. So it's good to have both.
Yeah, but I mean, if Merrick Health makes you way healthier, like I'm not going to have much to roast you for other than your lack of footwork and just general poor takes about pickleball situations. So I guess I'll still have plenty. Yeah, do you, do you. Get healthy, Nico the lefty. It's fun following along with your journey. Vitamin D. Interesting. I wonder if I'm
Vitamin
deficient.
D, very important. And if you guys are interested and you want more than just like a lab test plus supplements, but you actually want like a team that helps you throughout the journey, New Year's a great time to start. All you have to do is go to marek.health.com, and that's MAREK health.com, and start today.
Like, actually, I shouldn't say on the rise, but up above the shoulder. Girls are, I feel like, actually better than guys at taking ball on the rise a lot of times, but above the shoulder was kind of tough. But that's my D3 tennis experience there, right there. But if they're struggling in mixed, I could see it. But yeah, I think the guys are just gonna clobber that.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not going to hit it because I don't want to miss a lob serve. I feel I have a higher chance at hitting the actual serve than the return. And then you just look like an idiot.
Sure. Well, and like, I get the idea, but like, really for it to be effective, you do probably have to drop it into the back 4 feet of the court. And if you missed, either missing long or you're missing short, and if it's shorter, like it's going to get obliterated. So
yeah.
What we will see though is this shot work or implemented a lot more on rec courts, and I will say if done well, this shot is really good for like under 5-0, like even like 4-5, and maybe even 5-0. Like I throw up a lob serve as soon as I'll try it once a game, and I'm like, if this guy doesn't have a tennis background, love it,
money,
love it.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
they overswing, they underswing, they baby it, they try and lob it back. Like it'll wreak havoc in rec courts, and so. I'm bummed because I thought I implemented that first, and now Annalie's going to get all the credit for it. But I think honestly, it works great for those lower levels.
It's okay. Just keep saying you did it first. You can trademark it. Make it your thing.
I will trademark it. Yeah.
Nico
like
was
LeBron
the
and Taco
first
Tuesday.
person. Dude, that's how I got so many comments on my video when I broke down the Leigh Waters lob serve. They're like, "Oh, I've been doing this for years." I'm like, "All right, motherfucker, do it once on the pro tour and I'll give you credit." All right, like it doesn't matter if you're some 3.0 player who's doing it, right? Like, yeah, they love their little like lap of triumph for lob serving.
Oh yeah, everybody now sees themselves in Annalie. So this is the one thing that she does that they can do too. So you got to give them their win.
Yeah.
So how do we move on to Minnesota? You guys are in Minnesota. We've already talked about the weather, but this is kind of related here.
Here, I'll intro this one, Nico.
Please.
I texted Nico this one. So I get there and I get my rental car immediately. It's snowy, right? And I start driving away and I don't think anything of it, again, because I grew up in Wisconsin. I grew up driving in snow for like 8 months out of the year. It's only a little bit of an exaggeration, but like I know how to drive in snow. And then I started thinking, I'm like, I bet you a lot of these players who are from Florida, California, Texas, Arizona, they've probably never had to drive in snow before. And then it got me thinking, all right, who is most likely to crash their rental car in the snow this weekend in Minneapolis?
I mean, DJ Young doesn't have a rental car, so that would have been my first. That's probably good for everyone.
Does DJ crash a lot of cars, or what's going on here?
No, he just seems way too confident in the snow.
Fair.
I was driving with him, and he was yelling at me for going slow. I was going 40. He said, "Stop driving like a bitch." I'm like, dude, I'm in the right-hand lane driving 40. I'm not going any faster. Like, this is my first time driving the snow, too. I'm like, I'm not risking it, buddy.
I can see Zane Ford out there just like going 90 like there's like nothing's happened.
Yeah, I could. Him, who? Honestly, I could see one of the Hunter Yates or Roscoe.
Ooh, Roscoe, Cali boy.
I
Yeah,
know he's LA. I would put house money that he's never driven the snow before.
that's true.
Or
That's true.
Yates or Hunter. It doesn't snow in New Braunfels. And then they were in New Mexico before. It definitely doesn't snow there.
Yeah. Well, we've got Anna Bright for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if you think Ling Wei is good at driving in the snow.
We'll see.
Probably not.
I think California is like the perfect
Yeah.
the perfect bet. Somebody that's overconfident.
Someone from
California drivers are
California.
overconfident and have no experience in snow. So.
Actually, Augie or Caden. They're both Arizona and they're Asian.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's okay, guys. The Asian guy said it. The Asian guy said it.
PicklePod. We say the quiet
We're
part
good.
out
That's
loud.
why you brought him on here.
That's the only reason they brought me on, just to say that line. They texted me beforehand.
Say Anna Bright. Say Caden.
Throw them all under the bus. Let's make a list.
I bet you. So here's the thing. I bet you somebody does. I feel like Pablo got in a car accident like in Florida or something. I could be wrong on that. I feel like he had some issue with a car or pulled over or something.
I heard something like that.
I think somebody spins out into a ditch this
I think
weekend.
Alshon got his car in like stuck in mud at one point. I think it was him. I'm not sure, but
yeah.
All right, there's at least one. We report back. You guys report
We'll
back.
report.
Yeah, we'll definitely need an update on this.
Yeah.
All right, so we also have Ben, J-Dub, and Georgia are gone from this tournament, and Anna Leigh decided to show up just to play women's doubles. What's your take on that?
I get not going to come to Minnesota right after being in California. In all honesty, I was like, I guess it's probably because Anna's.
She finished like this time yesterday. We're recording at like 8:30. She finished at like 7:30 yesterday.
She probably doesn't. I would guess doesn't play till Wednesday though.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
So if you think about it, it's basically like having back-to-back just semifinal Saturday tournaments for her. It's not like she's playing Tuesday anyways.
True.
But yeah, I'd probably guess it's more like because I guess Anna's playing both mixed and met or women's, and then so she probably just wanted her partner to play with her or something. But yeah, I don't envy the people who had to play yesterday and then hop on a plane straight to Minnesota.
No, that's brutal. I do wonder, it just seems weird to come for one event. I wonder if it's like she's taking some off later in the year and doesn't want Anna to take the ranking, right? Because Anna's not super far behind Anna Leigh in terms of points. And so, if we can take a look at this, I think she's like 2,500 points behind or something. So that's like 2.5 tournaments. Like that's a good amount. But you skip a handful of them and.
Yeah.
And we know Anna Bright's not skipping basically any tournament.
No. Yeah, it's exactly 25.
Pickleball obsessed.
I was right.
2,500?
2,500. Exactly.
So that's like what, two, like that's one slam basically, or two, obviously she's not skipping a slam, but that's 2 cups basically.
A cup and an open. That's 25 right there.
Yeah. So, but I do kind of like these tournaments where, I hate to say it, I think it would have been cool to see Anna Leigh not playing with Anna Bright. Get Anna Bright to go play with whomever else. I like it when Ben is gone in these tournaments. I like when Anna Leigh's out of singles, just because you see some stuff.
Yeah.
You got Ben and Gabe. You got Gabe and Andre playing together. You just get some different matchups.
Yeah, CJ and Fed.
Yeah.
CJ.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. No
CJ
JW, no Ben.
That was the one that I would have actually thought that was the switch that was going to be made. I'm kind of surprised Christian and Andre didn't stick together. They were clearly the second best team last year. And if there's going to be a switch made, I'm surprised it wasn't Hayden and JW. Hayden on the right with J-Dub. That's nasty. And then CJ and Fed. Fed goes back to his happy place on the left, and CJ can come play a big right. that made a little bit more sense to me on paper than the switch that was actually made.
I actually think the opposite. Hayden and CJ and Fed and JW. 'Cause I mean, Hayden and CJ is like the team from hell I would never want to see in my draw. I'm like, the amount of hands in that team is disgusting. And then, I mean,
True.
Fed and JW are just steady. Like they're gonna beat you playing good pickleball. Like
Yeah, who would you rather play? Like, would you rather play someone like that just grinds you down to a pulp? Like, if you were to play Fed and J-Dub, or would you rather play somebody like, CJ and who were we just talking? CJ and Hayden, who are scary but less consistent.
I'd rather take the scary. Like, even though it is scarier, I feel like one, even if you're gonna like go down swinging, it's more fun. Versus it gets kind of monotonous, these like minute long dink rallies every point. And then it's like you go for one speed up and then J Dub just smacks it in your face. You know, like, what are you thinking?
True. I also feel like your game is really good against people who are aggressive. You're a great
Yeah.
counterer, so like,
Yeah.
you like it when people are speeding up at you and whatnot.
No. That's like my
Oh,
favorite. It's like the more chaos, more like speeding up at me. I'm like, that's what I want to see more of.
mhm,
But
mhm.
yeah. So yeah, next time I play against you, Zane, just keep speeding up at me, please.
Deal.
Deal.
Just go 3. You didn't I don't think you left a ball this entire weekend, so I got my strategy.
Fair enough.
Your hands are too fast, bro.
So who,
Oh,
who's so Wanda, who's coming out on top then this week in men's? I think that's the with those changes with Gabe and Andre, CJ Fed. I think you still have Christian and Hayden. Who's taking
ooh,
men's?
I mean, I think my first choice is Zane and Carlos.
hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
But
It's
yeah, I
good
mean, I
matchup.
think
Stanford
they're the
Peruvian
clear
pickleball player.
favorites. And
Agree.
then after, I think the final will be Zane and Carlos versus I don't know if what's how the draw, but probably Christian and Hayden. I'd say they're probably my second choice.
Yeah, Christian Hayden versus Gabe and Andre. I hope we get that matchup because like that'd be a pretty new one, and then also like I don't know. I think that'd be an electric match. So I'm hoping for that.
Yeah,
And what's
I
good
could
is we'll get
see.
Gabe and Andre potential semis matchup against CJ and Fed. So
Yeah,
we'll get some good matchups regardless, and whoever wins that, hopefully gets to take on Alshon and Hayden. So
yeah, yeah. Oh, so Alshon and Hayden are on the other side of the draw.
yeah, Alshon and Hayden are the 2 seed, Gabe and Andre the 1 seed, and the 3 seed CJ and Fed are on the same side as Andre.
Gotcha. No, yeah, because I think probably Alshon Hayden, and also just with Christian serve and drive indoors, I think he's actually just be teeing off.
Yeah.
I think within like indoors, these conditions kind of favor like the big hitters, kind of like big serve, big drive. You can kind of go a little nuts.
Yeah, but interestingly though, this place, this lifetime has a court surface that bounces significantly less than normal. Um, it's probably like a good 2 inches,
Yeah,
hey, less than it normally would. Like did you play there today?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, so like the drives aren't gonna sit up for them quite as much.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it kind of the lifetime ball is bouncier, so it almost kind of counteracts each other and
True,
acts more normal. Like it definitely does not bounce as high as a lifetime on a normal court, but it's not like it's I don't know, like you're using a Franklin ball or something. It's still gonna bounce higher than that. It's because the lifetime ball is counteracting it a little bit.
fair, fair, but it'll be less than what we
Yeah,
have been doing.
exactly.
So
For sure.
All right, so I have another pickleball court here for you guys. So Blaine, if you are a listener to this is a new segment that we have. It's called Pickleball Court,
Okay.
or casually known in the streets as "Am I the Asshole?" Uh, so
Never. No.
no, it's never you. So
Yeah,
we've
never.
done one from me, one from Zane, but this time we're going to do one from a listener, and they bring this story to me. They said they played 4 rec games with the same group. All vibes were good. Game 5, one guy starts trash talking nonstop mid rally. Too easy. Yup. Nobody's home. And after the game, I asked why. He says because earlier in the game, I hit him with the ball a few times and I didn't apologize. I was trying to hit him. I was not trying to hurt him. Normal body bags in the net, no face shots. But the question is getting body bagged without an apology a reason to talk trash the entire game? Or is that just pickleball? When do I need to apologize? Am I the asshole or is he the asshole?
I think you're both the asshole.
Yeah.
I'd rather get even if you're gonna hit someone, just do the fake apology. Like I know we all know you're not sorry, but just pretend like it's kind of like when you get invited or your friend asks you to pick you up from the airport, and it's like you're gonna say no anyways, but you gotta at least pretend like you want to do it. It's kind of the same thing.
Interesting.
Like
So if we
when
ask,
you're
so you're not taking us to from the airport. That's what
oh
I
hell
hear.
no, absolutely not. I'm gonna be like,
Like,
dude, I really wish I could, but like I got a phone call or something. Like I'll figure it out. Like I got a meeting.
oh man. I'm glad that we share that stance because I think there's nothing more ridiculous than taking somebody to the airport. Sorry, this is a real tangent, but like Uber exists. And
Yeah,
the
It
person who's
does.
dropping you off there, you're doubling the time that it takes them, right? Because they got to go back to wherever they're coming from, right? Like it's probably a $10 Uber. This person's going to go pick you up from wherever you are and then drive to the airport and then drive back. I tell people when they ask me for rides to the airport, I just say no. I don't even drop my wife off at the airport. Like she Ubers like a fucking adult credit card.
Oh my
So
god.
I am the asshole here. But I'm gonna own that because I think the rides to the airport's ridiculous. Now, maybe it's different if the airport is like somewhere where you can't get an Uber, but like
What
where is
airport is
there an
that?
airport that you can't get an Uber, right? Like
I've never heard of one of those.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to come up with a counter argument and I can't. So
Yeah,
anyway, what are we talking about?
body bags.
Body
Body
bags,
bag.
Zane.
See,
It's like just put up the fake apology and pretend like you're sorry. Kind of like you should pretend like you want to pick them up from the airport, but you really don't want to.
Dude,
so
every
here's
time
the
I
thing.
played, I went to a clinic six hours away from my house to play with Zane, and we played
Each
some
way,
rec
6
games.
hours each way.
And every time he hit me, he yelled, "Got him!" Just literally, "Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him!" And it wasn't on an apology. So is that acceptable?
No,
do you at least
here's
acknowledge that you hit the person? If you just
yeah,
no
here's
acknowledgement
the
is war.
thing. Here's the thing, okay? So if you're trying to do it, it's not a mistake. I'll apologize for a mistake. Also, if you make the same mistake like 10 times in a row, it's not a mistake anymore, right? So like if I am late to this podcast 10 times in a row and I just be like, sorry, like this just doesn't do anything, right? And you were doing it intentionally. So I don't think you apologize for things that you're doing intentionally. If you're sorry about it, don't do it.
Sure,
All right. So if you're
I get it.
so we're sorry about net cords. Net cords winners. We apologize. Body bags. No.
No, because I think net cords are much more a part of the game in pickleball than they
Yeah.
are in tennis. In tennis, generally you're playing with much more margin. Like you want to be going 4 to 6 feet like over the net with a lot of these shots. But like pickleball, you're aiming an inch over the net 100 times in a row, and hitting the top of the net and having it go over is within your window. So like that's something you could argue that you're trying to do as well.
Was it you that said specifically a net cord only helps a good shot? Is that a Zane quote? Zaneism?
That's a Zane
Sounds
quote
like it.
stolen from Tony May in the Chicago area. He would always say it, like he'd bail himself out of a point and be like, "Yeah, it only helps a good shot." So I've popularized it, but I can't take credit for it.
It just sounds like Zane doesn't like saying sorry on the court. That's what I'm taking it.
It's well documented that also Zane is
Yeah.
an asshole. So
All right, we'll get into my "Am I the Asshole" story then, and this involves a match with Blaine. So we this is kind
I'm curious.
we're playing the Twins in the second round, and they have a lob that goes long. We call it out. The crowd starts chirping us, and like first off, we had no problems with the guys on the court whatsoever. But the crowd starts chirping a little bit, and as a player, like you don't really want to get into it with the crowd, but they were starting to piss me off a little bit because they were like, just saying like, "Oh, that was in," blah 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 blah, when like it was, I thought, pretty clearly out, and like we confirmed with other people over there that it was like definitely out. Um, so I don't know why I was just pissed, and one of the Twins throws up a crappy lob, and I hit an overhead, hit hit the guy. But I jump up before I even hit the ground. It's hit him, and I'm yelling, "Eat it!" as I hit him. Somehow the referee doesn't hear it, and I don't get penalized. And like you just hear everybody like, "Oh," and the guy stares me down. So let me.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole there, or would anybody have done that?
to be fair, you also did say eat it. You at the overhead.
Yeah, I said eat it. Oh,
No,
no,
he said.
wait, what did I say? No, hold on. I think I said
an F-bomb was
take it.
thrown out.
I think I said fucking take it. That's what it was. I said take it.
Yes, I think it was take it. I'm pretty sure. And I thought instantly the ref was calling something. I was like, I mean, at least it's a warning, so it's fine. But I was like, all right, we're gonna get a call or something. The ref, like, maybe the ref was for it.
He thought it was funny. Yeah.
I mean, the ref probably thought it was funny. He didn't even act like he acknowledged it.
No,
He didn't hear
realistically,
anything.
there's a 0% chance that he heard it.
People in the crowd heard it. I don't know how the ref did it. But yeah,
People in the crowd are
That
probably
was
30
golden.
years younger than the referee.
And
That is
nobody has
true.
this on video. We don't have any access to this.
No audio.
And this is mid swing. This is before you hit the ball.
This is before I hit the ground. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
before you hit
is
the ground.
It's like probably he's already talking trash before he makes contact, and then
It was a bad lob.
it
It
was
was a bad lob.
So,
was
Nico,
a shoulder high. Like
So the question is, who is this directed to? Is this directed towards the Twins or is this directed to the crowd?
It was directed to
all of the above.
everybody in the vicinity.
Pretty much.
It was spray fire.
Look,
Yeah.
I think my biggest take when it comes to Am I the Asshole is it funny or not? I'm dying listening to this story right now, and I'm trying to like play it back in my head. Like I'm going to enjoy this story over and over again. And so I just don't think you can be an asshole if it was that funny. Like if you were mean spirited, if you were like,
It was kind of
there's some
mean-spirited.
okay, yeah. But if there's some kind of trash talk that like is annoying and it's like sometimes you get secondhand embarrassment and it's frustrating, that you end up being an asshole. But like I bet you everybody in the crowd, even the people that are like anti-Zane, are probably thinking, wow, that guy's unhinged. This is pretty funny. So I give you a full pass. Anytime you guys want to do something like that, I think it's okay. I think when Federico does it, when Hayden does it, when Anna Bright does it, sadly they're all to the same person, but totally funny, totally okay.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you. It was definitely an asshole moment, and I apologized to the guy like 5 times. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was just pissed off at the guy at the crowd, and he was like, no, we're good, dude. It's all good. Like, I apologized to him a bunch of times because I was like, this had nothing to do with you. You just caught a stray, dude. I was just pissed at somebody else.
He got tired. He kept getting burned on lobs.
Blaine, what were you doing at this moment? Were you kind of like looking down like this? Like what was the reaction for you?
I was just kind of, oh, this is what we're doing. I'm here for it. I kind of said sorry. Like I raised my hand to them both. I was like, I put my hand up, like sorry, but I was like, yeah, like
you put
that guy over
your
there.
hand up and then immediately slap Zane in the ass.
Hey, pretty much. I definitely did that right after. I was like, good boy.
Good boy.
Blaine, I love Blaine because you just know if I did something really dumb and got into like a bar fight or something, he's got my back. That's a good partner.
That is true.
Oh yeah. Zane has your back, or Blaine has your back unless it's the airport or probably like helping you move.
You're on
That's
your moving. If that's manual labor, I am for sure out.
No, anything you can pay someone else to do for you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Blaine, were you the asshole at all this week? Anything you need us to deliberate on, or?
I'm trying to think. Was I? Anything you can think of in the matches besides making your ass really red?
Yeah, that was rough. All right, well, if we got nothing else, we'll get into a couple of listener quotes or some of our favorite comments from the week. And Nico, you want to go tit for tat on this one?
Yeah, we'll take them away. And guys, if you're listening to this or watching, Blaine absolutely deserves a ton of listener quotes and comments for next week. We will definitely read those out. So don't stop participating just because we have a distinguished guest in the office here. He can take it. He is a big boy. But
basically,
we got the first one.
Deal.
We're saying is roast his ass. Get him.
Deal. Bring it all. Bring the hate.
The first one we got here, credits, it says from Imperabo, says credit to Zane for recognizing the talent and hitching his wagon to the big dog Nico. I sent that to Zane. He immediately said there's absolutely no way this makes it on air. So producer JB, please make sure that we keep this in. It's good for content.
You know what? I liked Panama Slim 595's comment way better. That said, Nico looks like an unmade bed. it's just like it's so descriptive. It so fits.
It's so specific. I was like, I don't understand. Like, this is great. I was like, what does this have to do? Is this was like, am I lumpy or what is going on here? I don't even know what that means, but I appreciate that one. That one's good. I got one here that made my day. Blaine, I hope you at one point in your life get a comment like this, and maybe you have. You're big time content creator now. Blaine has my favorite piece of pickleball content ever. Maybe we'll get
wait,
into that.
we got to go through that one. That was a great one.
But this one from Love You Project 9819 says, I am not Nico's mom, but I wish he was my son. He is charming, well-spoken, has the hands as fast as hummingbird wings, and to top it off, has fabulous hair. Incredible. Now, this is absolutely not my mom. I had to double check.
All right, no, we found your burner. We get it.
But bring those, more of those, please.
Yeah. We now know who the Nico burner is online.
Exactly.
All right, last comment for the day. Jason Hart 7847 says, I don't think Nico is the guy that should be on screen during the protein ad. Maybe if you guys get sponsored by Twinkies or Crisco, he's the right choice.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh, I gotta share. I
You're
love
catching
that so much.
strays.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I got this. I was gonna wear this on the pod just for Jason.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Save the Twinkies.
Save the Twinkie.
My wife was like, look, it looks like you got Twinkie boobs, so maybe don't wear that. So, but thank you, Jason. I really appreciate that.
Jason, we need you to comment on every video, please.
Just the same comment on every single post that I ever make. Oh my gosh.
Well, Blaine, appreciate you coming and hanging out. And Nico did point out, say something pretty solid. Your TikToks are funny.
Yeah.
You guys got to follow Blaine on TikTok. Instagram. That's like I feel like that's Blaine's wife. He's got a family. He's got 2 dogs. He's got a nice wife, a home. TikTok is the fucking side piece, man. TikTok is where Blaine is wild and it's just, and it's good stuff. So you guys got to follow Blaine on TikTok.
Wait, what's your TikTok handle for everybody?
It's the same. It's just at Blaine HOV.
At Blaine HOV.
Yeah.
There's some great stuff in there. You might have to go back a couple to find some of my favorites, but if you find one about Ernie's and the kitchen, that's all I'm going to say is the greatest piece of pickleball content.
Yeah, you guys got to go. You got to go find the Ernie's and the kitchen one. That's a great one.
That one was funny. When I saw that, I was like, I have an idea.
and then you went, I'm actually going to put this out for everybody.
I mean, if you make it, might as well post it. Who cares?
Exactly.
That's my logic.
They're not meant to be in drafts, so
No.
They're meant to be enjoyed by all of us.
Yeah, I mean, TikTok should just do a thing where they just release everyone's drafts and see how the world just see what happens.
Zane, how does your drafts look like on TikTok?
There's way more messed up stuff in my head. So
if you can release
That's
Zane's
probably true.
You guys don't even know the half of it.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, that feels like a good place to wrap. All right. That's the PicklePod. Guys, keep leaving your comments. Leave any comments you got for Blaine. Keep roasting us. We definitely respond to negative feedback more than positive feedback.
It's more fun.
It is way more fun. So, let's get after it. This is PicklePod 2.0, baby.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had